If Mr. President wins 2027 election, by 2031, APC will send the presidential ticket to the North. Wike. Abeg, who are these people? So if the president does not win the 2027 election, you will not send the presidential ticket to the North. People just be talking like what I don't know, like say na mumu na put for country. If Mr. President wins 2027 election, by 2031, APC will send the presidential ticket to the North. Abeg. According to Sahara, it was recently reported that Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, has sparked controversy by stating that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) should not award its 2027 presidential ticket to Northern Nigeria. Wike expressed his view during a media chat, emphasizing that such a decision would undermine the party's relevance in future electoral contests. While speaking further, the former Rivers State Governor also said, if Mr. President wins the 2027 election, by 2031, APC will send the presidential ticket to the North. What if he doesn't win now? And I don't understand, is it only APC that we have in this country? Like people think that it's only APC that will be winning any election in this country. In that case, what do you think PDP will do? They will also follow APC steps and send their own ticket to the Northern region as well. But one thing is certain, PDP cannot give the presidential ticket to the North in 2027, he added. According to Wike, if the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) retains power in 2027 and subsequently zones its presidential ticket to the North in 2031, the PDP will be left with little choice but to follow suit. This, he argued, will create a pattern of predictability and weaken the PDP's strategic positioning. Look at the way he's trying to weaken his party. And yet, they were doing meeting the other day. They called him there. I don't know what that man is still doing in PDP or still going for their meeting for. He's not their party member again, and yet they are still indulging him. I don't understand. He's going to weaken the PDP strategic positioning. Now, wow. Wike's comments appears to be aimed at Atiku Abubakar, the PDP's 2023 presidential candidate, and are seen as a challenge to the former vice president's ambition. Wike also condemned internal selfishness within the party, warning that it could have detrimental effects on the party's overall health and effectiveness. In a previous statement, Wike criticized PDP governors by attempting to direct the party's affairs, describing them as insincere and lacking the authority to make public decisions. So you are the sincere one. He emphasized that the Governors Forum is merely a pressure group and not an organ of the party. Wike's stance on the zoning of the presidential ticket has reignited debate about the PDP's internal dynamics and its strategy for reclaiming power. As the party navigates its internal challenges and prepares for future elections, Wike's views are likely to influence the party's decision-making process. The PDP's ability to balance its internal interests and present a united front will be crucial in determining its prospects for success in 2027. Frank Sansa says, like federal character, this North and South rotational presidency is an impediment to development, I'm telling you. The colonialists knew there will never be unity and genuine trust among the federated regions. Nigeria, and indeed Africa, must adopt a new system of government. Else, we will continue moving in circles, I'm telling you. All this rotation or whatever, it's not only the Hausa people and the Yoruba people that we have in this country. We have people from Edo State, we have people from Delta State, we have people from Benue State that could actually rule the country better. Igbos, we have them. But no, it's only South and North. South and North. And the South is always probably a Yoruba person. They don't want an Igbo person there. They don't want a Benue person there. They don't want a Plateau person there. I don't understand why. We'll just continue to move in circles. Bright-eyed Bedouin says, this clown should just shut up for once. He cannot shut up. We want to kill him. He has to talk. Charles Okami says, the power no dey go east. We don't try north, south and west Nigeria. No gree better. Make we still try north too now. North ke, abi east. We've tried the north. We've tried the south. West. Let us go to the east now. or go to the North Central. Abi, try something else. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Do it another way. I don't understand. Ikechukwu Onwamaize says, Nigeria as a nation has sown the seed of our own destruction with our lopsided policies, so power only moves from north to west, excluding the east. Yet you don't want the east to exit from the quag-made nation. Another problem too. You don't want these people to win presidency, and yet they want to have their own nation. They want to go. You are refusing. What exactly do you want? What exactly? I don't understand though. This country is just somehow. Dan Isan says, Oga, you never tell us who is going to be the next president though, because this your statement is not clear. He said if Tinubu wins now. He said, I quote, if Mr. President wins 2027 election, underlined word, if there is anything you need to tell us, obviously everybody knows that Wike also wants to become president in this country. And we know that he's also going to be strategizing on how he's going to become, or how he's going to betray somebody. Who knows if he has ambition for 2027 and will be the president? God forbid, Barton Sha. Says, well, Akinyemi says, that's a foolish talk. You prepare criminals that has no good record. You do not fit to be a leader. Rather, Ebola, APC are a set of criminals that has no plan for its citizens. We will see how Tinubu will win. You can see, they have INEC. They have INEC, they have the judiciary. It is well. Chidibe says, Wike is an enemy to Nigeria, of course, but their plans must fail. Of course, anybody that supports Wike, then that person is definitely an evil person. Everybody supporting him as against supporting Fubara, when they can clearly see what is going on. They are evil people. They are very evil. Evil. Lawrence Madumere says, the owner of River State and Nigeria. He has spoken. I've been now, because he's the one that put everybody in River State there. So he's the owner. He's the owner of everybody in River State and controlling them. Mark Yemi says, Tinubu will not get break, but kill wicked Wike. Thunder will not get break. No, will kill wicked Wike and his generation for opening his gutter mouth to tell Nigeria where power will go after Tinubu. Isaiah says, after 2031, there will be no Nigeria again. Division will be the order of the day. That is the day. Probably we should just divide, because this thing is not working. This thing called Nigeria, it's not working now. My listeners, ever see you leave your thoughts, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.